Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech, your weekend edition of what's trending in tech and gadgets.
Hey there. And yeah, this week, it feels less like steady innovation and more like all-out ecosystem war breaking out.
Totally. We've got AI agents going from, helpful chatbots to things that can actually use your computer.
Right, like digital employees almost. And then you've got the big hardware players, Intel and Apple, just throwing down gauntlets, desktops, spatial computing. It's everywhere.
Exactly. So our plan today is to, cut through some of that noise from mid-October 2025. We want to give you the context behind these big shifts.
Yeah, we've got some pretty major performance numbers, some interesting leaks, competitive stuff.
And that one standard that might just save your smart home setup from being a total mess.
Definitely need to talk about Matter.
Okay, let's start with that AI shift you mentioned. The moment AI stops just talking at you and starts doing things.
Yeah, this is Google's launch of the Gemini 2.5 computer use model, or Gemini CU, let's call it.
Gemini CU.
And this could be a really big shift, especially for businesses, because it gets past needing specific code hooks, APIs for everything.
Okay, hold on. Unpack that. Why is an AI that interacts visually with a screen such a big deal? Don't chatbots just use code already? Why does seeing the screen change things?
Well, that's the core of it. This model uses Gemini 2.5 Pro's vision capabilities. It literally looks at a screenshot of your screen, understands what's there, and then decides the next step.
So it sees the buttons, the text fields, like a person would, not just the code underneath.
Exactly. It interacts directly with the GUI, the graphical user interface. It understands the layout, the context just from the pixels. That's the aha moment.
Okay, that sounds powerful, maybe even a bit complex. How does it actually work? Does it just guess where to click?
No, it's quite structured. It runs in this cycle, a four-step loop, basically.
Okay. Step one.
You, the user, give it a goal, like book me a flight to London, and you send the current screenshot of whatever application you're using.
Got it. Goal plus picture.
Step two, the model analyzes that visual info and sends back a specific instruction. It's called a function call.
Like what?
Like click the button labeled search flights or type London Heathrow into the text box named destination. Very precise UI actions.
Okay, so the AI says click here, then step three.
Your computer, the client code running on your machine actually performs that action. It clicks the button or types the text.
And then step four must be closing the loop.
Exactly. It takes a new screenshot showing the result of that action, sends it back to the AI model, and the whole cycle starts again. Analyze, act, capture, repeat, until the goal is done.
Right. That visual understanding plus the guaranteed action seems like it could automate things that are normally really tricky.
Especially things where the interface changes a lot, or where you don't have easy API access.
And we've already got proof this isn't just theoretical, right? Didn't Google use this internally for, testing?
Yes, and it's a fantastic use case. The Google Payment Platform team, they use this for UI automation testing, and they managed to fix over 60% of what they called fragile end-to-end test execution failures automatically.
Wow, okay. Fragile end-to-end test failures. Let's translate that from QA speak. What breaks in normal tests?
Right, good question. So imagine you write a script. Click button with ID, purchase button D3. Then a developer changes the button's internal ID, maybe just tweaks the color slightly.
And the script breaks, even if the button looks the same.
Instantly breaks. That's fragility. The test is brittle. But this AI agent, it doesn't rely just on the ID. It sees the button that says purchase on the screen.
So it recognizes it visually.
Exactly. Sees the whole screen, understands the context, finds the right button even if the code changed, and updates the test interaction. Stuff that could take a human engineer days to debug.
That's actually pretty huge for software development. But okay, it's interacting with potentially sensitive stuff like payment platforms. How do they handle security? Can it just, go rogue?
Good point. Security is obviously critical. There's built-in multiple layers. The key thing is, for sensitive actions, think making a purchase, changing system settings, anything high risk, the AI is trained to stop.
Stop how?
It generates what they call a require confirmation safety decision. The automation pauses, flashes a prompt to the human user, and you have to explicitly click approve or give consent before it proceeds.
So human oversight for the important steps. That makes sense.
You're always in control of the critical actions.
Okay, that's a fascinating look at AI getting its hands dirty, so to speak. Let's shift gears to the hardware battleground, raw performance. Intel versus Apple. Intel just dropped some big news.
Yeah, Intel unveiled Panther Lake, This is their next generation, the Intel Core Ultra Series 3. Big deal because it's their first chip for laptops and desktops built on their really advanced Intel 18A process node.
Right, 18A. Why is that specific number, that process node, so important? I know they're making it in Arizona, which is also notable.
Well, the 18A is Intel basically saying we're back in the manufacturing leadership race. It's competing directly with folks like TSMC, who make Apple's chips.
How so?
It uses new transistor tech, ribbon-fed gate-all-around structures, fancy names, but it basically means they're trying to pack more power and efficiency onto the silicon. It's the foundation for the performance jumps they're claiming.
And those jumps are mostly in graphics and AI?
Seems to be the focus. The new GPU uses what they call Xe3 graphics architecture. They're promising a 50% performance boost over the previous gen, Lunar Lake Xe2, but importantly, at the same power level.
Okay, 50% faster graphics at the same power is pretty good.
Yeah, that's significant for gaming creative work. But the other big headline, especially for this whole AI PC push.
The NPU, Neural Processing Unit.
Right. Panther Lake's NPU is rated for 180 TOPS.
TOPS, trillion operations per second. That number sounds massive, 180 TOPS. But what does that actually let you do on your laptop that you couldn't before? Is it just making background tasks faster?
That's the key question, isn't it? And 180 TOPS feels like the point where it moves beyond just, better noise cancellation on calls.
Okay.
This is potentially enough power to run some serious open source large language models, like a good version of Llama 3 or something similar locally on your machine.
Without needing the cloud.
Exactly. Think real-time video effects like advanced deepfakes generated instantly. Or super realistic game upscaling using AI. Complex data analysis on your own files without sending them anywhere. That's the promise of the true AI PC, powerful, private AI.
Interesting. Powerful and private. Okay, let's pivot to Intel's main rival here, Apple. We're expecting a hardware refresh any day now, right? M5 chips.
Yep, the rumors are flying for this month, October 2025, expecting M5-powered MacBook Pros, probably iPad Pros too.
And the M5 should be, what, just a solid speed increase?
Seems like it. A decent spec bump, more cores maybe, better efficiency, probably tweaks to the GPU. Standard generational stuff.
Okay.
But there's this huge debate bubbling up in the Apple community.
Oh, what's the debate?
Buy the M5 now. Or wait, because the rumor mill is already turning about the M6.
Ah, the classic Osborne effect, but for Macs. What's supposedly coming with M6 that's making people pause?
Two big things, apparently.
Yeah.
A major redesign, possibly thinner, and an OLED screen.
Ooh, OLED on a MacBook Pro. That sounds nice. But thinner, that always makes me worry about heat.
Exactly. Thinner chassis immediately brings up concerns about thermal throttling, especially on a Pro machine. And OLED, while beautiful,
Burn-in, is that still a thing? Phones seem okay.
it's potentially more of a risk on a computer. Think about it. Your phone screen changes constantly. A Mac often has static elements sitting there for hours. The menu bar, the dock, application toolbars.
Right, if those are bright white on an OLED for 8 hours a day.
The risk of permanent image retention, burn-in, is higher. So the M5, using the current known good thermal design from the M1, M2, M3 era, is seen by some as maybe the peak of this reliable architecture.
So the choices: get the refined, probably very solid M5 now with its excellent LCD, or gamble on the M6 next year with a potentially gorgeous but maybe thermally constrained OLED display that might risk burn-in.
That's the brutal dilemma for power users. Proven refinement versus potentially groundbreaking, but potentially risky new tech.
Ouch. Okay, leaving the laptop wars, let's step into the face wars. The XR headset showdown. We finally got a good look at Samsung's answer to the Apple Vision Pro.
Yes. Project Wuhan is officially the Galaxy XR headset. Leaked renders, specs. It's clear Samsung isn't just testing the waters. They're going right after Apple.
How are they comparing on specs? Let's start with the screens. That's key for VR XR.
Samsung's pushing hard on resolution density. They've got 4K micro OLED displays, like Apple, but they're claiming 4,032 pixels per inch.
Wow, okay. How does that compare?
Apple Vision Pro is around 3,386 ppi. So Samsung's is significantly denser. The goal is, eliminating that screen door effect entirely, making text super sharp. They want superior visual clarity.
Interesting. What about controlling it? Vision Pro is all about eye tracking and hand gestures, right? Very futuristic.
It is. Samsung seems to be taking maybe a more pragmatic approach, at least initially. The Galaxy XR does track hand gestures, but crucially, it reportedly ships with 2 physical motion-sensing controllers.
Ah, controllers, like traditional VR headsets.
Exactly. which makes it instantly compatible with a huge library of existing VR games and applications. It also gives you that precise, tactile feedback some tasks really need. Seems like they want broader usability out of the gate.
And the software.
It's running on Google's new Android XR platform, but with Samsung's One UI, look and feel layered on top. Familiar territory for Samsung users.
Okay, here's the part I found fascinating. The ecosystem play. Samsung seems to be copying Apple's strategy for creating content for the headset.
Absolutely. That leak from the Samsung Camera Assistant app was telling. It revealed a 3D capture feature. Meaning future Galaxy phones will likely be able to shoot spatial photos and videos specifically designed to be viewed immersively on the Galaxy XR headset.
Just like iPhones can create spatial video for the Vision Pro.
Precisely. Turn the phone everyone already has into the capture device for your new spatial computing platform. It's a smart ecosystem lock-in move, and Samsung's mirroring it directly.
Meanwhile, Apple isn't sitting still. They're apparently already working on updates for the Vision Pro based on early feedback.
Yeah, seems like they're listening. The main complaint about Vision Pro has been comfort and wait for longer sessions.
Right, it looks kind of heavy.
So rumors suggest the next hardware iteration might get a chip bump, maybe the M5 we just talked about, but more significantly, they're developing a new strap, a dual-knit band.
Aimed at better comfort.
Exactly. To distribute the weight better, make it more comfortable for extended wear. That could be key to moving it from a niche early adopter thing to something more mainstream.
Makes sense. Better comfort, more content. The XR race is heating up. Okay, let's bring it home. All this tech, smarter AI, faster chips, immersive headsets, it all converges in our living spaces. The smart home.
And that market is just huge. Expected to hit, what, $147.5 billion this year. And security is a massive driver.
Yeah, seems like everyone has a video doorbell or a security camera now. Over half of U.S. homes, apparently.
But the tech is getting smarter. It's not just about recording anymore. AI is making these cameras actually useful.
How so? Fewer false alarms, I hope. My current camera alerts me every time a squirrel runs by.
Exactly. AI can now tell the difference, much better anyway, between pets, vehicles, people, or just, leaves blowing in the wind. Cuts down the notification noise dramatically.
What else is AI doing in security?
We're seeing really useful features becoming common, like reliable package detection, which is great with all the online shopping and porch piracy concerns.
Oh, yeah, I hate that.
And even things like familiar vehicle recognition.
Yeah.
So your system knows your car, your partner's car, and only alerts you if an unknown vehicle pulls into your driveway.
That's clever.
Beyond that, you're seeing more advanced biometrics being explored, facial recognition, even iris scanning in some high-end systems. And even drone assistance is starting to emerge for dynamic surveillance around your property.
Wow, drone security. Okay. But the big persistent problem with the smart home has always been getting everything to work together, right? The endless different apps and ecosystems.
The fragmentation nightmare.
Yeah.
One app for your lights, another for your thermostat, a third for your Apple stuff, a fourth for Alexa.
It's been a mess. Is there finally a solution?
Well, that's the promise of Matter, the open IP-based standard. Its whole reason for existing is to kill vendor lock-in.
How does it do that?
The idea is if a device, a smart plug, a light bulb, a sensor is Matter certified, it should just work seamlessly with Apple Home, Amazon Alexa, Google Home, Samsung SmartThings. All of them simultaneously.
Okay, so buy one Matter plug and it works everywhere.
That's the goal. No more checking compatibility lists constantly.
But what is Matter, technically? Is it like a new Wi-Fi or a new chip I need if I have old devices?
No, it's not a new network or a specific chip. It's really a set of standards, like a common language, that runs over your existing Wi-Fi or Thread networks. Migrating older devices can be tricky, might need updates or special bridges sometimes.
What's the main benefit for me, the user, besides just compatibility?
Reliability and speed, mainly. Matter mandates that devices work locally first.
Locally first, meaning?
Meaning the basic commands like turning a light on or off when you flip a switch or trigger an automation happen directly within your home network. They don't have to go out to the company's cloud server and back.
So even if my internet goes down.
Your lights should still work reliably from your app or automations running inside your home. It makes the whole system faster, more robust, and frankly, more private. It's the software glue that might finally make the smart home feel, actually smart and cohesive.
Okay, that brings us full circle, doesn't it? From AI automating complex computer tasks with Gemini CU to AI boosting chip performance in Panther Lake and M5, making XR more immersive, and now making our homes more secure and integrated via Matter. AI is weaving itself deeper into everything.
It really is. And we're seeing these AI agents start to automate those repetitive workflow-type tasks, filling forms, fixing those tests we talked about, analyzing data. The idea is that frees up human employees to focus on more strategic initiatives.
Right. Which leads to a really interesting question to think about maybe as you wrap up your week.
Yeah.
If AI keeps getting better at the practical step-by-step tasks, the things we could write a procedure for, what skills become truly crucial for humans next? Is it defining those big, fuzzy strategic initiatives that the AI needs to aim for?
Or maybe it's a resurgence of things machines really struggle with, like complex negotiation, genuine empathy, creative problem solving in totally new situations, emotional intelligence, those deeply human skills.
Something to definitely mull over. What knowledge or skill set becomes the next must-have when AI handles the routine?
Big question for sure.
That's it for this week. If you enjoyed the episode, like, comment, share, and subscribe for more fun tech discussions.